Hey guys, Lieutenant Dan here with a video on my German painted pieces. Man, this has been going on, which seems like forever. I think I started these guys back at the beginning of the year. And then I just got busy. I got COVID. I had a lot of things going on in January. Anyway, so it just kind of prolonged things, but I have made some big strides in Germany, Japan, US. So I hope to have those Japan and US done shortly. But anyway, this video is about Germany. So let me show you what I've done. I learned some pretty cool techniques that I've actually implemented on a lot of pieces up to this point. So let's just go ahead and start off with the German Navy. This is so I used a it's like a flat black. It is this charcoal chalky smooth finish. It's by Rustoleum. It's not a pure black, it's just a nice flat black. It is a little expensive. It was like $4.60 something a can, but you know, I wanted to have a couple different color schemes. You know, the flat gray primer that everybody uses to primer up their pieces, but then I wanted to have some of the German to have a darker shade of gray, but not black, so that you can see all the details. So this is the out-of-the-box sub. A lot of people don't like these, but I don't mind them now because I put magnets on all my pieces so they don't fall over, and it's just a different variety to have. I have 3 different subs. I think this, come to find out that this is not a German sub. I think it's a Japanese sub, but anyway, I liked it. So I just went ahead and kept it. I think this is from the 1941 game. I just had a lot of extra pieces. Anyway, I drafted into the German Navy. And then I bought this this X14, or it's actually a Type 14. I got this at HPG. I really like this one. So, you know, I got 3 different types of subs. Here's a destroyer. Basically, I did the entire Navy in that flat black. I did weather them, you know, with that army paint. I really can't tell, but I am going to do some dry brushing of like a very light gray to bring out some of the edges and things like that. I'll do that as I'm dry brushing other things, but I did do a lot of dry brushing on the tanks and aircraft, which I'll show you here in a bit. Anyway, this is cruiser out of the box. Okay, and then I got these 3 battleships. I got all 3 of these from eBard from Shapeways. So this is the Bismarck. Really like all the detail here. All right, so that's the Bismarck. Then let's see, this is the Sharnhorst. A lot of good detail. And this one is the Giesenau or something like that. And then this transport, I use this transport, well, it is German. I'm not sure the class, but I bought this at HBG. So I like every nation has different transports. So I got that one. I like that. I like that look as opposed to the out of the box one, which is like a really flat one. The aircraft carrier is just out of the box, but you'll see the aircraft. Got the TAC bomber, got the paint scheme, did the yellow. That was pretty prominent. this paint scheme that I saw. And I went ahead and started painting the windshields, or the whatever the heck you call those things. I just made it like a dark silver, but it came out really nice. You'll see the decals. So the decals, man, oh man, I spent days, tedious, holy crap. I think I did like there's 4, like on this one there I have the swastika on the tail, so there's 2 swastikas, right? Then I have 4 of the 2 on the top of the wing and 2 on the bottom. So I started implementing putting them on the bottom. So Germany was the first one that I did of that, because I was noticing as I was playing games, you know, sometimes the pieces will kind of be flipped a little bit with my flight stands, and so it's nice to see a little detail on the bottom. So I did that. This is the and this is I also figured out some dry brushing. So I don't know if you really can see it in the video, but excuse me, you can see some dark. I noticed in a lot of the photographs that I saw on the Luftwaffe that, you know, the aircraft are really just super dirty, and you get you know, just going through battles, firing the machine guns, the exhaust from the engines. You're gonna get this black trail of you know, exhaust and stuff like that. And I went ahead and did I dry brushed. I dipped my brush in black paint, and then just got most of the paint off, right? And then I just started stroking the brush on the wings there to give it a little bit of discoloring. So I think it just really makes it look really nice. All right, let's do the infantry. So initially I just had that flat gray that everybody uses for you know, priming up their pieces, right? And it looked great, right? But then when I had them close to a French infantry, it became hard to, you know, the colors, they blended too much. So I decided to paint all of the German infantry's helmets and their boots black, so that it kind of tied you know, the darker shades of, let's say, the Navy, and then I did do some darker shades of armor and aircraft, but I kind of wanted to make sure that these look different. And so I did the helmets and the boots, and that was you know, really my first task at kind of detailing out stuff. It took forever, but yeah, I think overall I think it looks really nice. So again, I'm still weathering every piece with that Army Painter weather dark shade tone stuff, and then I apply other details such as, you know, the helmets and the boots and things like that. So this is just out of the box infantry, as everybody is well aware of. This particular unit I bought at HBG. I have maybe 5 of them or so. I do want to, you know, as I get all my pieces done, let's say my base set of pieces, then I'm going to start adding, let's say, special units like this one. You know, just do like 5 units, and then peel back, you know, 5 of these guys, so that I have, but you know, just a lot of different units in the box for the players to choose from. Anyway, but on this this guy, I went ahead and put in the black for all the equipment and things like that strapped on to into the winter coat. But I really like the details on that one. All right, let's see. And then I get into the armor. So we'll start off here. Here, actually, after I did the weathering on these, especially the artillery and the AAA, This came from HBG because I had the first edition G40, and it came with those white. I don't even know. Oh, it came with the chips, little cardboard chips indicating AAA. Anyway, I bought these at HBG. I think these are second edition, and so I started to dry brush. Or that's how I did the black dry brushing on the aircraft. I started with these first to bring out even more detail. So I did the black, and then I dry brushed that down, and it really did help bring out some of the details. I like that. And then I incorporated into the artillery as well, because they're kind of plain, I guess. Even after doing the Army Painter dark tone weathering, but it just adds a little bit more, kind of darkened them up just a tad. So I got this, the artillery. This is from HBG, but I think these are the second edition, because again, my first edition, the artillery looked like AAA. I really didn't like them, so I got rid of those. So that's what I have for that. And then I bought just 5 of these. I don't know. Call them whatever you want, advanced artillery or whatever, but I like the detail on them. Looks good. All right, then let's see. And then we get into the look at the mechs here. So this mech is what came with my G40 set. Initially, I didn't like them. But after I added the decals on there, and then I painted up the tracks and the wheels, it just started bringing out some nice detail. And then I did dry brushing on the tracks, and I did brown. I actually played a game with Sired, G.I. Joe, and Jeff Wildcat last weekend, and we got to play with Sire's painted pieces, and he used an airbrush to paint in like mud and stuff like that, and I didn't really want to go out and buy a airbrush, so that's what inspired me to get into this dry brushing. I know a lot of people have already done that, but that was my inspiration to figure that out and apply it to some of my pieces. So you can start seeing the brown and stuff like that, where the tracks are and the wheels in there and the side of the vehicle. I think it really came out nice. This half mech I bought at HBG, just a little bit different variety. Got the decal on there on the hood. Painted up some of the, not sure what those things are. I think they're armor plates or something like that. All right, and then we get into the tanks. So this little guy I bought at HBG. You can see a lot of that brown dry brushing in the wheels and the track. I painted up the track, as the treads, shall I say, on all the tanks there, but that brown really gives it a different dimension. I like that. And let's see, here's another HBG. HBG has a lot of different models of the tanks. So this is a nice one. I don't know I think it's a Panzer. I don't know if it's a Panzer IV, I'm not sure. But I got the dry brush in there. This, you can see, the first two were that gray. I darkened this one up a little bit more with the weathering, but did the gray. And here is HBG, a little bit bigger tank, but I basically started putting the decals on there, really the dark, that flat black that I'm using. And then I took some white in it, and I dry brushed to bring out the edges of the tank. Not sure if you can see it in here, but just a little bit, And then the did the dry brushing, the brown on the tracks, on the wheels. All right, and let's see. And then we got the big old Tiger, another one from HBG. Dry brush the just the white. Get the edges on there. Got the decals. Little special touches. Came out nice. And then I did these are out of the box. At first I didn't really like these, but then after I painted them up, weathered them, and then this was actually the first one that I did for like the mud and the dirt and stuff like that on the side, and I actually had the decals on before I did the dry brushing. So now the some of the tanks, you know, the decal that the brown got on it, so it really makes it really looks nice and dirty and weathered, and but the detail is really nice now. I like it. Okay, all right, now the aircraft. So I showed you the the tacks. You can see that the dry brushing a little bit on the wings there. So I did two different paint schemes with the tacks. So I'll have like a dark, the flat black fighters, you know, tacks and fighters and bombers, without like yellow or anything, but you know, I put the decals in there. Everybody will have a swastika on the tail. Let's see, that's that one. Let's look at this little guy. So this is just that flat, or I'm sorry, the gray primer, yeah, the flat gray. And I did this one has a good dry brush black on the wing there. You can see that. Got the decals there. And then let's see, I got the little guy in that darker flat black. Just a little variety. And then let's see, one last one. I forget the name of these guys. I think these are the Messerschmitts. It's the dark scheme. And then I had one on the aircraft carrier, the yellow. All right, now we do the bombers. So let's see, not sure, is this a HE 111? Not sure, but I did the flat black, and then I did the yellow on the flaps and stuff like that. Put a little swastika on the tail. Came out nice. Weathering, you know, the yellow just, you know, dirties it up. Looks like it's been beat up, but it's good detail. And then I have this, so this, I did, let's see, I got this one from a 1941 game. There was a bunch that came with it, so I just snagged it out of that game, put it in this game, and this is out of the box. So it's just the dark scheme, and I actually, this is my first attempt. I don't know if you can really see it in the camera, but it has the dark flat black on top, but on the bottom is the flat gray. So I started putting that schema on the Japanese and the United States. So you'll start seeing two-tone now. And let's see, the last one that I have here is this one, but it's in the gray. And I really love this one because, I don't know if you can really see it, but I did the dry brushing of the black, and I did it on all the edges. And man, it just really brings out the details on this thing. And the bottom looks awesome. All right, guys, well, I think that's it. So stay tuned for more videos coming out on my units. It's probably gonna take me another good, I'm not even gonna say good month or two, and hopefully I'll be all done. with my base set of units. So until then, take care.